You ready?
Yes, I'm already the rugged man, crustified dibs, American low life. You know, I do pretty inspirational shit and sometimes pretty negative shit, sometimes positive shit, and I pride myself on my lyricism, you know. Shit, nothing to be who I am. God made me who the fuck I am. Sometimes I'm mad at him for that, but, you know, I'm just kidding, nah. I don't know, you know, I just love the culture, I love the art form. And I think the more interesting characters in the history of hip-hop are the ones that have their own angle and their own personality, and you could kind of learn who the fuck they are by kind of listening to their words. Not like a generic ass rapper. I kind of like people to be able to tell who I am by listening to my music, kind of like the greats. You know, Rakim, you knew what his mind was thinking, you knew what he was about. He was, you know, it was a personality. Slick Rick, you knew who Slick was. You got to know the man just by listening to his music. You know, today, a lot of rappers kind of do that generic shit that's gonna get played, so you can't learn who the rapper really is a lot of the time because, you know, they're doing something generic. So, you know, some rappers have personality still. You know, like you go to commercial radio and hear a cat like Ludacris, and you know he's got a big voice and he spits hard, and you know you can tell who Luda is, and you learn who the man is. So, you know, I'm not saying all rap, I'm just saying, but I'm an old school cat, you know. I'm a golden era 88er, you know. I don't know if you heard of Timbo King from the Royal Fam. He just spit a song called War Dance, and he's an underrated cat, underrated MC. You know, went through all the wars and hell of the music game. He's lyrically top-notch MC, but never even had an album out yet. And you know, but has hundreds of songs. It's just, you know, politically things happen. And he did this record called War Dance, which he recently put RZA on the song, but I think he should have just kept it. He just murdered it. Every line was dope. So if you want to go online and try to look up Timbo King's song called, and he's the real Timbo King, not Timberland. Timberland's a great producer, but he ain't Timbo King. Timbo King is the real Timbo King. So, but yeah, Timbo King War Dance really fucking was a threat when I heard it. I'm like, oh my, every bar is a beast, you know? Like when every bar is nice, that's the last shit I heard that I was like, whoa, shit, like he killed it like that, you know? You know, but you know, every once in a while you get verses and songs where a dude scares you. And that's what I love about hip hop, is when a dude is so nasty, it makes you second guess yourself for a second. So then you gotta grab that pad and be like, yo, this dude just outdid my last rhyme, let me be better than his rhyme. And you know, with a lot of corporate motherfuckers running hip hop, it's not as often that you get those kind of verses. But of course they still exist, and of course dudes are still murdering verses, so you just gotta look for them. Well, you know, my story's an old story. Everybody happened to a lot of people. I was blackballed for a lot of years, and it could have been my fault. I was a young kid. I was broke my whole life, and then all of a sudden they throw these big record deals at me, and I'm an 18-year-old little kid with some money, and I was wild. I was, you know, violent temper, you know, very sexual, prostitutes and craziness everywhere, and crazy things that happened in a lot of corporate places, and I scared a lot of people. And so they blackballed me from the game for a minute and banned me from doing shows. And it's kind of like a known story, anybody that knows me, but a lot of people don't know me, so I'll tell it again, I guess. And so coming back from that, when I couldn't make a financial living off of the art that I knew that I was great at, that was a big challenge. I didn't know that I'd ever be able to come back and eat off of my craft no more, because I was blackballed from everyone. Couldn't do shows, couldn't work with labels, and this is before the indie game, 95, 96, 97. There wasn't no independent hustling so much. I mean, you had like a Too Short selling out of his trunk, a couple people, but it wasn't no internet where it was easy to hustle. So that was a big challenge, getting past that, and it happened. I ended up signing again to Priority Records and stealing a lot of money from them, and then Capital, and taking some money from them, and then got blackballed a little bit after that, and then people got smart, like, don't work with RA, didn't you learn from the first couple of days? And then I learned the indie game, and the indie game, you know, I got to hustle, you know, an indie project. You know, we spent $3,500 making my album in the mid-2000s, and the thing generated, you know, almost $500,000, $420,000 for something that cost me $3,500 to make. So you don't have to sell your soul to corporations no more. So and you know, in the last 3 to 6 years, I probably did 500 to 600 shows where, like I said, in the '90s, I was banned from doing them. So I conquered those obstacles, and I'm happy with my life. The last decade, I've been happy every goddamn moment, you know. So I love doing music now because nobody's telling me I can't do what I want to do, and I'm just my own babysitter, you know. And that's another thing I like to do, man. I like to try to advance as a rapper, because a lot of rappers, oh, this is hip hop, and they never try to advance. Like, hopefully the shit I'm doing this year is better than the shit I was doing 2 years ago. Hopefully, I think it is. So I'm 15 songs into the new album, and I really love a lot of it. I'm gonna do about 5 more songs and use the best 13 or 14. Just keep paying attention, and I work my ass off to be great at my craft, and I hope that people see that I'm up there and up there with my craft, because I work hard to maintain, you know, the sharpness of my swords and my, you know, maintain sharpness, you know. So hope that the world could see that, you know.